On today's show, we're going to meet Executive Chef Amit Dash, who's going to demonstrate with his expert hands the art of creating exciting flavors of the rich Awadhi cuisine. Join us as we take you back in time with the most authentic and popular dishes of an ancient and rich era. Hello and welcome to the Foodie, and you may call me Nawab Kunal Vijaykar. Nawab, because on this episode we're going to feature Awadhi food. Yes, I'm at the Courtyard Marriott in Mumbai. This is the setting for a fantastic meal, and the meal is the royal cuisine of Lucknow and Awadh. So come with me as we discover the secrets of Awadhi food. Come along. Okay, so I've got with me Chef Amit. Hi.
Hi, Kunal.
Chef. Okay. Now, Awadhi food. It's a cuisine that I know is royal. I know that the cuisine comes from Lucknow.
Yes.
But tell me a little more about Awadhi food.
See, Awadhi food is more dominated by the Mughal emperors who is first invented through the Calcutta. They come inside and settle it down in the middle of the India. This is called Lucknow.
So the origin of Awadhi food can be traced back to Siraj-ud-Dawla,
Yes.
who conquered India through Bengal.
Yeah, through Bengal. Yes.
Through Bengal, yeah? And then took it up towards central India, which is Lucknow and all
Yes,
that.
yes.
So how would you differentiate between, say, Awadhi food and Mughlai food?
The Awadhi food is not very spicy in taste.
It's not spicy.
It's not spicy,
Okay.
it's mild, but there are a lot of flavor which is blended into the spice level.
Okay, so this is now already making my mouth water. So what are you going to be preparing for us?
We are making 3 dishes today. One, there are 2 main courses. One is the vegetarian, one is the non-vegetarian. And when we talk about Awadh, the most significant dish of Awadh is the ran. So
Yes,
I'm going to prepare a ran today,
Okay.
and that is a dum ki ran.
Okay.
Then the second dish is the kasare-puktan. That is
Kasare-puktan.
that is again a blend of Northwest frontier and the Mughlai cuisine.
Fantastic. And kuch meetha fir uske
Of
baad?
course, will be a dessert onto that, and that is the THANDE GULAB ki KHEER. It's a milk-based dessert with lots of rose petal.
Thande gulab ki kheer. So, shall we head to the kitchen and start?
Definitely, please.
Come on, let's go. Well, the first thing I noticed when I entered this kitchen is that there are a hell of a lot of ingredients over there, all wonderfully laid out in earthen vessels. And even your cooking vessels are traditional big brass pots.
Of course, because everything is significant to the earthenware as well as the brass thing, and brass is significant to the Nawabs.
Okay.
So we try to cook it almost everything is in the brass itself.
In the brass thing.
And that is my belief. I don't know about others. I think the brass will give you a good taste.
The taste is different,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
So what are we starting with?
We are starting with the ran, as I said. That is pre-marinated, the baby leg of lamb.
This lamb that we have over here, the leg of lamb,
Yes.
has been marinated in what?
It's just marinated with the ginger garlic paste,
Okay.
the papaya juice to give the better tenderizer to it, salt, and little bit of KHEER water.
Kevda water.
Yes.
Okay. And you've marinated it for
It's
overnight.
marinated for 24 hours.
24 hours,
Yes.
overnight.
Overnight.
So this is marinated for 24 hours, so it is nice and tender, and
Yes.
will be even more tender when we cook it.
Yes.
Okay, great.
For the ran, so just take the ghee. As I said, it is all about Nawabs and little more fattening.
I have no problem with fattening. Lots of ghee.
Yes. Okay, it's almost done.
Okay.
Well, add some ginger garlic paste.
Ginger garlic paste.
You're getting the nice aroma of the ginger garlic paste. which is
I'm
so
already
good.
getting. Because there is a lot of ghee in it, it's nice and hot.
Yeah.
The ginger garlic paste itself is frying up well.
Now we'll add the spices. This is the red chili powder called degi mirch also.
Degi mirch.
A little bit of turmeric. black cardamom powder, green cardamom,
Black cardamom as well as green cardamom.
dhania powder, that is the coriander, jeera, cumin, and this is the cinnamon.
Cinnamon. So you're not putting full masalas in this?
We're not putting
all
the full
powdered
masala.
masalas.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, these aromas are already coming off. All the wonderful garam masalas. And the dhania and the jeera, the two kind of cardamom.
We have to take care of the masala is not getting overcooked, so we'll get the bitter flavor into it. Now we'll add the stock. This is a pre-made mutton stock.
Mutton stock, okay. Which at the moment is looking gelatinous,
Yes.
but it will melt once it's hot. So this is the bones that have cooked for a very long time.
This bone is cooked at least for mutton, it will take at least for 8 hours cooking.
8 hours. The mutton stock is important because that contains a lot of flavor.
Yes.
It's always preferable to adding water to it, no? Instead of...
In Awadhi cooking, they prefer when it comes to a mutton dish, they avoid to add water.
Completely.
They always use stock.
Always use stock.
But they believe that it will give a good flavor to it. Now the stock is almost melted.
Yeah.
We'll add a little bit of tomato paste to give a little bit of pungent flavor. This is the brown onion paste.
Okay, brown onion paste.
Yes.
Very. So onion has been fried and then made into a paste.
Made into paste. We'll add a little bit of that. We'll add the salt now. Now the gravy is nicely cooked. We'll add a little bit of, this is saffron dissolved with rose water.
Okay.
This is again a process of 12 hours.
Or 12-hour process.
Yeah, you have to keep it and you will keep it under a very little bit of heat,
Okay.
so that the saffron will dissolve with the rose water.
So you're saying you take rose water, put saffron in it and keep it on a low heat for 12 hours. बहुत मेहनत है इस cuisine में, I must say. I immediately get this attar-like flavor.
Yes. Now it's time to leave the lamb inside.
It's time for the lamb, the leg of lamb, which is marinated overnight, 24 hours to go in.
Now this process of slow cooking starts.
Okay, so now that the gravy is ready,
Yes.
the lamb which is marinated has gone in.
Yes.
Now you're going to shut it, you're going to close it.
We'll put it in dum.
So this is going to now be put on dum, which means it's going to be shut, sealed on a slow fire for about 20 to 25 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah? Super. Dum is usually done with the rim of the vessel completely covered by atta so that the steam stays in and does not escape. Sealed. So we have another big vessel for another big royal dish.
We are doing the kasare puktan, which I said, which is
Kasari Puktan. It already sounds royal.
so. In that, the base of the gravy is made out of yellow pumpkin and roasted onion.
Okay, so you make chunks of yellow pumpkin.
Yes.
And then you put onion and just
Roast it.
Just
in the
roast it.
oven.
great.
So what we are going to do, we are going to make a paste out of it.
Put the paste aside and we're going to start off with the paneer dish. Ghee
That's it.
as usual.
Ginger garlic paste.
Okay. Ghee, ginger garlic paste.
Now we can add the masala.
Masalas.
Very little bit of degi mirch. This is called mace powder.
Mace powder, okay.
The cardamom.
Black cardamom this is.
This is called star anise.
Star anise. Again, you're using all the powder form of the garam masalas. Okay?
Yes. Dhania powder, coriander, cumin.
Cumin.
This is called rose petal powder.
Oh.
Now
in
we
goes
can.
the mixture. So the pumpkin and onion mixture has gone
Into the
into the masalas and the ghee and the ginger garlic.
and this will add fried cashew nut paste,
Fried cashew nut paste, which means you've taken cashew nuts, fried them and
deep fried.
my god, this is very rich. Wow, wow. Superb.
Fried garlic paste. The most interesting part of this dish is that we have to strain this gravy now.
You're going to strain it now?
Yes.
So it becomes really smooth.
Yes. And this will add the salt,
Namak.
very little bit of saffron,
A little bit of saffron.
and butter. Now we'll strain this.
Here we go. We're straining it now.
You can see the leftover particles of the pumpkin. Which is
Yes, I can see it. I mean, I thought that was smooth, but this is even smoother. Okay, as you can see, the gravy now is strained. It's reduced to nearly half its size because this, what is left behind, is as smooth as silk.
So in this we'll add little more butter.
More butter. Oh, okay. I'm cool.
We got some fresh cream.
Okay, fresh cream.
And finally the paneer.
And the paneer goes in. Rather nice. So the same rose and saffron water.
Just have to one boil it.
That's it. So one boil and we are ready to serve it out. First of all, the paneer itself is silken and then you've got this gravy which is ooh. So it's now Thande Gulab ki Kheer. So kheer means a lot of evaporation and a lot of time. Yeah, and a complicated recipe. So we're starting with milk. Straight, just pure milk. After which we have to put more milk. So what do you do now? Do you put any of the ingredients and the sugar and all in it right now?
After boiling.
After boiling?
Yeah.
And how much time does this need to boil?
10 minutes, 10-15 minutes.
10-15 minutes, okay. The milk nearly boiled over. Now that we boiled this milk,
Yes.
what's next?
Now we'll start adding the ingredients into it. The milk is boiled.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to add it is to the dry rose petal powder.
The dry rose petal
As
powder.
it says, it's Thande Gulab ki Kheer.
Okay.
The rose flavor has to be.
Has to be there. So we're adding the dry rose petal powder. Oh, so dry rose petals and fresh rose petals. I love the way you chop these.
We'll just take out the leaves and
Oh, wow.
a little more. Now we'll start getting the aroma of the rose.
I'm already getting the aroma of the rose.
We'll add the rose water.
Rose water.
A little bit of saffron and rose mix.
Superb. A little bit of rose water, a little bit of the saffron and rose water. Remember, it's been boiling for 12 hours.
Cardamom powder.
Okay.
saffron.
Saffron. This is a long process, okay? You've got to have a little patience, although we will do it in quicker steps. This whole thing takes about 4 hours, you said.
Yes. If you are cooking it for 6 liters of milk, the final product will be 1 liter.
So it reduces to 1/6 of its quantity. So be prepared. All this milk, 3 liters of milk, once it's ready, will be in one bowl for me. Then I will be able to finish. 15 minutes of boiling, and I think we're ready to put the next ingredients into this. What is this?
This is the condensed milk. The local term for this is milkmaid.
Milkmaid. Yeah, in the can. Okay.
Yes.
So we're adding condensed milk to it. So no sugar?
We are not adding any sugar into it.
No sugar at all. Only condensed milk. I'm beginning to like it even more because I love condensed milk. After you finish, if you want, I'll wipe that pot clean.
And some chopped nuts. This is mix of almond, pistachio, cashew nut. Then again, the process of boiling.
Again, the process of boiling. So this is what it reduces down to then, chef, yeah?
Yes.
Itna sa ho jata hai. But this is, oh God, this is so rich. Okay, so then you'll garnish this, chef?
Yes, we'll
with
garnish it.
Pistachio and all that.
Pistachio and some rosemary.
Now I feel like a real Nawab because the amount of food that I'm surrounded by is just fantastic. Just look at it. I've got the raan right over here. This is the KALIA, mutton KALIA. This is the biryani, Awadhi mutton biryani. This is the paneer that we just cooked. This is murg Awadhi kurma. And this is me. This is my roti. And I'm going to attack. I'm going to start off with the raan because that looks the nicest and it's the closest. I'm going to try it without the roti first, just the plain meat. I cannot tell you how well this is cooked. Besides the fact that the masalas are very aromatic and very, very flavorful, the meat itself is tender, soft. I think it's because of 2 things. One is because it's been marinated for so long, and 2, slow cooking. This is great. Why the hell am I using a fork and spoon? Let's attack it. Now that I've tried the raan, let me try some of this korma. Awadhi murg korma. You know, you've watched the making of the food. You've seen all the rich ingredients that have gone in. But when you're eating it, it doesn't give you a sense of heaviness, oiliness. I think it's a great way of cooking. I'm going to try it by itself. I would never have guessed that the base is pumpkin. It's just like paneer floating on aromatic and flavorful cream. It's just too rich, too Nawabi, and I feel really spoiled. This is the lamb shank. It is the best part of the goat that you can eat. Strong flavor of intense meat, delicately spiced, very nice. You get a sense of the bygone era. You get a sense of how life must have been during the age of the Nawabs of Awadh. Ooh. Oh my God, this is good. And now for the THANDE GULAB ki KHEER. Heaven, 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 straight to heaven. This is amazing. The milk is nice and thickened. It's actually changed color because of its condensation. It's garnished beautifully with rose petals, and even the body of the kheer has the flavor of rose. And then the badam, pista to die for. What do you think the Nawabs did after they finished this kind of meal? Two guesses. I can tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit back and go to sleep. Unfortunately, this brings us to the end of this episode. If you want to write to us at weekend@timesnow.tv. Till the next time, it's